Welcome back. All right, got a trade to talk about, and I'm wearing Canucks because I like what they do here. They needed some cap space, and Chicago helped them out. Chicago gets a draft pick in this. They also pick up Sam Lafferty. Lafferty's a pending unrestricted free agent, so my guess is they're going to re-sign him. He's played in Chicago before. That was just last season that he was in Chicago, so I have a feeling that he may very well re-sign there. And picking up Mikheyev, he definitely needs a change of scenery. This year in Vancouver, Mikheyev had 78 games, 11 goals, 20 assists, 31 points. A lot of talk about his hands not being where you want them to be, in that he's not putting the puck in the back of the net, right? Lafferty, on the other hand, was a pleasant surprise. 79 games, 13 goals, 11 assists, 24 points. I'm going to miss Lafferty on the fourth line. But what we saw in the playoffs was the Canucks have some guys in Abbotsford that are ready to come up and play. So you got to give them a chance to come up and play. This is a team that's also looking to create more cap space because they want to be aggressive on July the 1st. And they also want to hold on to some of the players that are pending unrestricted free agents. And so they had to make cap space for that. That's what this trade does. That's the reason I'm wearing Vancouver garb. The cap hit for Mikheyev with the Hawks is going to be $4.037 million until 2026 because the Canucks are retaining 15%, which is $712,500, which as a Canuck fan, I'm going to say that's fine. That's way less than I thought. I had expected a 50% retention. I much prefer 15. Also, the Chicago Blackhawks get the Canucks 2027 second round draft pick. The Vancouver Canucks get the 2027 fourth round draft pick from Chicago. So this is a move that I think is absolutely fine. It's serviceable, and it makes that cap space for the Canucks they want. So if this frees up the money so that they can keep Zadorov or they can keep Joshua, absolutely worth it. And if they don't, then they still have the cap space to go out and sign some players. They need to upgrade their top six. They need more wingers. When they signed Mikheyev, it was seen as being not necessarily risky. Mikheyev, a player who has at times been popular, both during his time in Toronto and in Vancouver, but he got injured, and it felt like the injuries really weighed on him. I know he played 78 games this year. I don't know how many of those he was healthy, but his scoring really dropped off from a goal scoring perspective. The speed's still there. If he can find that scoring in Chicago, who knows? He may end up looking like a pretty good bargain for them. And by the time this contract comes to an end in 2026, Chicago is going to be able to take the money that he's making until then and start giving it to some of those young kids that are coming up. But you need to have a really good, some roster depth prior to that. And so adding Mikheyev and Lafferty will do that for Chicago. So I like the trade for both teams. I do prefer it for Vancouver because let's go. They've got some cap space now. They had cap space before this, but they get that a little bit extra cap space because there's been rumors they want Gensel, who doesn't, and this just does give them a little bit of extra leeway as we head towards July the 1st, and they're going to be looking for, I'm going to say, a top 4 defenseman and at least one top 6 winger. I think they'd prefer to add a couple, but we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, including who you feel like comes out with the better of this deal. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.